Yeah. Hello, Goodie Gang. I gotta at least be able to control the volume in this mob. You feel me? So tonight. Goodie Gang, what's going on, man? Hold on. I'm getting two different grooves. And I really think I might like what's on this groove. Yo, it's so funny how things happen to where I was trying to set a whole nother mood, because sometimes, doing this space, I've been trying to kind of realize what I've been trying to allow music to guide me into the space that I want to speak. I mean, so this other record was going off on the iPad, and then my phone, clearly I was playing something else in Blackie, right? I was playing something else in the truck. And I was like, yo, this right here is kind of like what I'm on. If y'all want to know like the playlist that I play like a lot, it's more so like on the Maze, Frankie and Beverly, but I kind of put on this one song station, the We Are One. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my oldest sister. She used to always put me on there. Like, she loved that record because, she's very family oriented, and really regardless on where she is, if she's at work with you, she's at home with you, she's, working out with you, whatever, we are one in that moment. So, and this is what it brings out. So I created a station based off of that because, hey, Big Sis be putting me on game. I feel like the older we get, like, you have those one-liners. Those one-liners. As long as what you're doing is pleasing in the eyes of God, you should be okay. Man, that have had 3 years later. Thank you, sis. So yeah, sometimes, like, whenever I'm in a truck and I'm kind of setting the tone for the day, when I'm setting the tone for the day, music has a lot to do with how my tone is set for the day. Good days, bad days, music can really help change the trajectory of what I'm feeling at the moment, right? So I'll give you guys that insight. Just for whatever reason, I gave you guys my sister's analogy because it's just that time. It's that time, and that's where that comes from in this station. So I play that more than normal. I deal with a lot of new things in 2023, but then I have an old soul. The old soul, I feel, comes from when Pops raised me around a lot of older people. And, growing up, we had a lot of older people around us too. And they really was a part of my village of growing up. You dig what I'm saying? And so I have those ways. And I think if I'm to say what I've taken away from that is that it takes a village. Because what the village allows you to have, even though you're going through life, it allows cushion. It allows cushion to be human, right? So no matter how good things are going, how bad things may be going, your village, whether they step in to help you with this, step in to help you with that, your village allows cushion. Because one thing I know for sure is that regardless how fast you're going in your career, in life, regardless, at some point, you're going to slow down. The slowing down part is only a part of you realizing that, if I keep up this speed, I'm going to wear myself out. The grind, the hustle, the day-to-day chasing things. No, you should slow it down, be intentional about your moves, and understand that each step equals to another big step that over time, if done the right way, you'll make it. You'll be okay. So, your village allows you that cushion. So how important is cushion to you? Who's giving you cushion in your life? Whether it being elders before you, the people who raised you, the people of your same age bracket that can think and understand that, man, just take the expectations off and just do your thing. Like, I heard a couple of years ago, they was like, yo, man, you're a great multitasker, but only computers are supposed to multitask. You're not a computer. I'm like, so what the fuck that mean? That mean you need to stop trying to be a computer and do everything and really hone into the human that you are. I'm going to be honest with you guys. That was a battle. There was a battle there telling me that what I can't do, what I can't accomplish, because I'm not a computer. If that slowed me down a little bit, if I can be honest with you guys, Goodie Gang, if I can be honest with y'all, did that slow me down a little bit? Understanding that analogy, someone speaking that to me. So I think what was shared with me in that time, with those who shared it with me, saw the frustration of going so fast, moving so fast, accomplishing things, but you still not being, you feel that you're not complete in what you're quote unquote chasing. Maybe you should slow down and really take a break and revisit the goal. Because sometimes you're like, we can move a lot and we can take our eyes off the goal and forget what we're really doing, what we're doing for. And we kind of more so just become robots in the world, and we just start doing things. Instead of saying that, wait a minute, in order for me to fulfill and feel fulfilled in life, what are your goals? What are your goals? What are your aspirations, right? And what I realized was I had surpassed so much stuff that I had been doing. So many things that I had set out on doing. I had far gone surpassed that. But because I was just so much, I took my eyes off of whatever that it was. I just kept going. And I think it was at that time when they was like, yo, hit the brakes a little bit. Sit and be still for a little bit. So now that I understand that, man, let me tell you how amazing that feels. First off, let me tell you how amazing that feels to be able to take the brakes off, get rid of the pride and ego of you have to accomplish it all, because we all have different success that we care to accomplish, but at the same time, at what cost? At what cost? So I had to start to understand, like, yo, bro, listen, you need to really, all the things that you've accomplished, you really need to kind of dwell in that for a little bit, not for comfort, but for understanding that the work that you've put in, you've created a sense of security. You created a sense of, I'm not going to search for words, but you created a sense of comfort, peace. You should dwell in it for a little bit. You should see why you have things the way that they are, why you are the way that you are. And before you continue to move on this way, be sure that now that you've accomplished those things, that you still want those same things that you've once set out for. Because it's okay to reroute. It's okay to reroute. Goals change, right? Goals change. But if we don't stop and become aware of when the goals change, or even recognize that goals need to be changed because we've accomplished so much, if we don't slow down, we'll miss the mark. So it's kind of hard to keep accomplishing the same thing over and over. And just get to it, check that off the list, and let's move forward. So now I'm kind of more so in the space of the overall goal now. The overall goal now. I can't tell you guys the multiple places that my talents have taken me to. The kind of resources and relationships with the people that I have, that at any instance, if I make a phone call, things can happen and change right now. Right? It's just for me, things that it's new ground for me. I'll be transparent with you guys. It's new grounds for me to not have to hustle anymore, because now I know that my name hold weight, the relationships that I have hold weight, the God that I serve is above all that I need. So now when I don't have the chase, cause like I've been trained to go. But when it's a little bit more settled, it's challenging to find peace in that space. It's challenging to find peace in that space because it's a new space. When you've been on that treadmill for so long and you're just running with your head down and you just found confident just going, you'll bypass some of those places that you once set a goal on. You're like, yo, I'm running laps around things, bro. Like, so why are you still running? Because you forgot to check in. You forgot the checkpoint, right? You forgot the checkpoint. So, not to miss out on the cushion part that the village allows us to have, it also has to do with us understanding that us as hustlers, us as entrepreneurs, us as people that want more out of life, what we have to do is understand that we're not steady going against the grain. We're not steady going against the grain, trying to chase the same thing that you've already accomplished. You know what I mean? So, for this, hey man, it's like, I can go so many ways with this pod tonight, right? Because I know that even with conversations that I've had with my people, I'm not the only one that feels this way. It is a constant grind. But at what time do we say, nigga? What are you chasing? Yeah, even if it's just to stop, to reset or move the margin on the goal that we're chasing, because that could have been phase one. That could have been phase one. I do think that life is a series of attempts that we must continue to persevere through to achieve. Because when we're not chasing things, I'm not gonna say chase because I don't like the term grind. I don't like the term hustle. I don't like the term chase. The things that we aspire to do. Who is it pleasing? Why is it there? What is it for? And for me, if it's not generational wealth at this time, whether it's the job that I take, whether it's the relationships that I build, regardless of whatever it is, it has to be an understanding of the generational wealth that I'm trying to create. And generational wealth is not just financially, it is about your well-being and the company you keep to as well. In the last couple of years, I've been privy to relationships with people that has already done the work in their field, to where our meeting only meant that when we both understood that we both were from the same cloth, it was just an agreement, a little paperwork. It was just an agreement that, hey, I can partner with you on this. How about we? And that's all this takes. It doesn't take me always having to do the work. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned really, like, partnership in the last couple of years, 2 years to be exact, has been important to me. Partnership has been important to me. And the nourishment of the partnerships has been important too, because if I know over time when I was just going, and I wasn't just stopping to smell the roses, they say. When I wasn't doing those things, I would miss those opportunities on partnering with other people in certain entities that could really bring me generational wealth. So now that I'm more so caught in on, or I'm more so honed in on generational wealth, even through the things that I built, it's important that I stop and look at the places that I go, the people that I meet, and really nourish those relationships to let them blossom into something, right? As long as it has something to do with the bigger picture. And I had to start to understand that everyone that I run into has a bigger picture in life, whether you're going to fit in their business or they're going to fit into yours. It's okay to do partnership. It's okay with that. And what I gained back from doing partnership with is I grind and hustle, though I don't like those terms. I've grind and hustled to the point where I put myself in rooms with people that some people just can't be in. So what I have to now do is make sure that I'm aware of those rooms that I'm in and really fully take advantage of those places. You know what I mean? And on the Sam Goodie podcast, I always talk about finding the good in every bad. If I was to sit back and really be like, man, I just been going, and I ain't been, the fact that I'm here now speaks more volume than me continuing to do the same thing over and over again and not get to this point. You know what I mean? So now the fact that I'm here, and I know that for the last couple of years, I've been present on nurturing these relationships, the partnerships with the people, knowing what I bring to the table, knowing what I want out of life, and not being so far from it. It's just a changing of the mindset. It wasn't a bad thing technically, but the fact that I was able to find the good in that bad of me continuously running, now the good out of that is I now have relationships with people that can help me with this generational wealth that I'm looking for. Right? And also they can find that within me too. So I've never lived in a world of just get. I've always been a giver, whether it was service, whether it was with time, whatever it was, that has always been my MO. And I think that's why I'm now able to say that I can now partner with those people of the same sense in generational wealth. Like, these are things that I'm looking for now that I'm telling you guys. I've seen the world. There's more to see too now. Don't get it twisted. There's more to see too. But man, I want Seth to jump off daddy back and be like, huh? One, without effort, just with God. Without effort, just with God. But when he has to be able to implement anything, it's already in him, and I've applied that into him too as well. But the relationships that I've built is to continue to grow that generational wealth. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm not going to get so deep into that. I got to this space. I've gotten to this space through my village understanding me, trying to, but also giving me the space to become who I am. Whether they stood back, whether they asked questions, whether they assisted here and there, all of that was important. They created the cushion for me. Because I ain't gonna hold you now. A nigga done hit some hard times. I've hit some hard times, yo. In every aspect of life, I've hit hard times. And I've been humbled as shit. I've been humbled as hell. And but still, I'm able to arise from that place and start over again to do what needs to be done to continue with the generational wealth, man. It's a beautiful thing when God gives you free will, but you also come back into his covenant as well. And then you have people that's before you understand exactly what you're going through to create that space of that cushion for you. And for me to now reach that space, to not take it for granted, to now be here and arrive, to be like, all right, nigga, all right, I'm back. I'm back. You know what I mean? So, this is, I have to continue to use my podcast to tell my side of the story. But I tell you all a lot that I have conversations with my people that this ain't just my conversation. This isn't just my way of thinking. I have my people out here, and there's more people out here that goes through things like this, that this ain't just me. You're just getting it from me. You dig what I'm saying? Goodie Gang, you're just getting it from me. So I'm able to really, I'm optimistic about a lot of things in life, but that's just because I know how my mind works. And I'm going to get up regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. I'm going to put the same 1,000% effort into what it is that I care to have. And time ain't never been a factor to me because I only live for the day anyway. Time ain't never been a factor. I never said so by this time. But now that I know how God extends grace, I'm going to make sure today is definitely can hey, if I make it out of today, tomorrow is going to be only that much better because I nurtured today well. I nurtured today well. So, man, it's an amazing place to be in. This podcast has really allowed me to voice my opinion. No, it's not an opinion. This podcast has allowed me to be transparent through my life journey to uplift others who may be going through the same. Right? Even if I said that right? Because I bet you, like the old folks would say, just keep on living and you're going to get right there, man. So, man, look, I started this journey a long time ago. But to be honest with you, to be here now in 2023 with this mind that I have, with this mind frame that I have, the resources that I have, the opportunities that I have, the relationship with God that I have, even the sky is not the limit. There is no limit. With God present in my life, man, there is no limit, bro. So I'm just more now excited. Back then it was just natural talent, me just doing what I do, jack of all trade, master of none. But now today, with this much wisdom, applied knowledge, and knowing where I am now, come on, man. Come on, man. What's up, Goodie Gang? Come on. So I challenge my people. Before I even get off. I challenge you guys to find a space where you can know you better. I don't want to hear this. Find a space where you know you better. And it's not on the iPod. Find a space where you can know you better. And you're able to navigate yourself through these times and those things that you want out of life. Know yourself better. Because it took me a couple of years to kind of learn myself, know myself, go through a little trials, tribulation, be on this side, good or bad, shit. It's whatever it is at this point. Good heart, good character. God is in my life. It's such an amazing time, yo. It is. Find yourself, create the space, take the pressure off of you. Take a breathe and fucking woosah. Because one thing I can tell you, nigga, if you don't, life will. If you don't, life will. And date yourself often. Married, single, I don't care what it is. Date yourself often to make sure that you are in line and you're doing things that are making yourself happy. You know what I mean? Like, make sure just your heart is happy. There's nothing wrong with partnering with someone for life. And a few years may be what they want, a few years may be what you want, but never take the attention off of you. In a sense of not being selfish, but knowing what makes you happy. I said a few months ago on social media, you got to find your peace pocket. And you have to continuously find your peace pocket because, and my eyes really tripping over here. You got to continue to find your peace pocket because when life throws those curveballs and do those things, you have to be able to come back and be centered. So I know what makes me go. I know what makes me go. Prayer daily. Candles. Ambiance, love things that grow, and a space to voice my thoughts. Not my opinion, but my thoughts. And I talk to myself a lot because I think I'm the smartest person in the world. Paying that. But I research a lot and I study a lot. I do a lot of things to where I'm like, hey, I love intelligent conversations. I love a space of authenticity and transparency to understand that the world isn't just my way, but I can still get what I want to as well, as long as I'm willing to put the work in. But man, it's just a great place to be. Like, these are the things that work for Sam. And if you stay focused on the things that work for you, and be honest with yourself, if you can't do those things when you're trying to, if a situation is important to you and you can't just do those things that you want to do because it's going to overshadow that situation, pick your battles lightly. Sometimes you have to compromise and digress you in order to make the overall goal worth the journey, right? But at all times, date you a lot, love you a lot, do you a lot. But that other person has to be able to understand the importance of why you do those things too, right? And I want to know that too. I want to know why you do, who you are. Make sure that you're being who you are, not what I need. But I just think that for me to not, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but for me to be like, date someone that is whole. Work at a place that is about the people or what you believe in. And I promise you, things will be okay. This isn't done quarterly. This is done daily. I come in here every day and be like, boom, 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 boom. Good day, bad day. I'm going to set this tone because I know the things that keep me going. Right? And you should too. You should too. So for whatever all of this is worth, 29 minutes, way too long. But guess what? I'm going to post it anyway. And I think the camera probably stopped anyway. But Canon, love you anyway. Regardless, this is me being real, true, authentic, transparent, all of the above. It's your main man, Sam Goodie. And Goodie Gang. I love y'all, man. I really do. I'm still not on social media right now. I'm not going to get back on until after Easter. I really do love y'all. And as I always say, I love y'all with the love of God. And one time for the Goodie Gang. Y'all take care. Peace.